Hey everyone, so today I wanted to do a video on Shen Zed. It's one of the decks I made when Runeterra first released, and it's kind of what got me into playing so much in the first place. It ended up hooking me and I had a lot of fun playing it. I will say though that as like part of a disclaimer, normally the decks that I put in my videos are competitive and super solid, but this deck wasn't even really competitive back in the day, and so with all the power creep over the years, it is probably even less so. I will say though that it did a really good job today. I went on a decent win streak, and my overall win rate with it is pretty good, but I haven't really played this season, so I'm still platinum from being reset from Masters, and so I don't really know exactly how to judge it. I honestly might be underestimating it, but I can't really confidently tell you guys to go queue up ranked with this if you're like trying to climb to Masters, but it is really fun in my opinion. It actually has the potential to straight up one-turn kill people. Yeah, I'll get into it. So I guess first of all we got Zed. Zed, 3 mana, 3/2 with quick attack, and then when he attacks, he summons a clone, which is a living shadow, and it copies his stats. And then when he's seen himself or his shadows strike the enemy Nexus twice, he levels up. And by the way, this is actually not that hard to achieve. A lot of the times right now people don't want to actually block this, because it has quick attack, so they don't get any value, they don't actually get to trade with it, and the clone is ephemeral, so it's kind of the same thing. It kind of feels bad to let your actual unit die to like ephemeral unit. And so surprisingly often people just let this thing level up on the first attack. Yeah, and then when you level up, he gets an extra attack. But now whenever you attack, your living shadow actually copies the stats, but the keywords on top of it. Then we got Shen. So Shen, 4 mana, 3/5 with barrier. They actually just changed this in the last patch. So before, he used to need to see allies gain barrier 4+ times to level up, but he never actually had barrier himself. They admitted that this is like one of the least played units in the entire game, so I kind of don't really understand why they couldn't just like give him barrier but also let him keep the 4+ times. Like, would Shen really be that dominant? I doubt it. But yeah, anyways, it does help a lot, because now when you play him down, at least he's like more likely to survive, because you can actually attack with him the first round and not actually get weak to like be able to be like flocked later or something. Because now you're at least able to attack and barrier something pretty free, at least one time. And so usually when you play this, you're going to be able to get at least 2 barriers for free. And also it makes him a better play on defense. Because of the barrier, sometimes the enemies will just pass their attack. You basically stun the entire enemy board. And yeah, definitely a good change. And yeah, so he gives a supported ally barrier. Once he's seen allies with barrier 5+ times, he levels up. But now whenever an ally gets barrier, you give it +3 attack this round. And so this is going to be how we're able to get units like really big and like having some insane amount of attack. I also wanted to mention Shen's Stand United. So I used to actually main deck this card because it's like really fun. You swap 2 allies and then you give them each barrier this round. So if you have Shen leveled up, you're going to be able to swap places, like 2 different things swap places, and then they each get +3/+3. But now that these Telstones came out recently, the Ionian Telstone actually has a Stand United as an option. And so I wanted to try it out. You do have to pay 1 extra mana, which honestly from playing today sometimes does actually matter. But I figure it's still more competitive because you have the option for like a health potion against aggro or something, or a homecoming, which is good removal, and even technically some protection, which is very important in the deck, because it's very champion reliant. But since we're usually using the Stand Uniteds from this, technically you could just like cut these and main deck Shen spell. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Then we got Blast Cone Seedling. When you play it, you can give it barrier this round or impact. The impact can actually push some extra damage, especially if you're going like the aggro route with like Zed and like these rallies. But usually you're just going to play this and get a barrier to help level up Shen. Then we got Brightsteel Protector. This card was actually nerfed, and it kind of sucks, because you actually do feel it every once in a while. But in this deck, you still got to run it because of the barrier effect. Then I mentioned this rally. You give an ally barrier this round, and then you get to attack again. Then we have Spirit's Refuge. Give an ally a barrier and lifesteal this round. This is pretty cool because Zed's clone, once you level Zed up, will actually copy the lifesteal, and you can actually lifesteal a lot. And lastly, we have this Sacred Protector. It's actually a really fun card. I don't like think anyone in the world plays this card, but I actually want to look into playing this card in more decks. Like, this deck really made me want to experiment with Shen more, because when you play it, you give an ally barrier this round and you draw your Shen, but then allies with barrier have double attack. And double attack has always been like one of those keywords in Runeterra that can be like pretty overpowered. So it is tied to barrier, and so if they ping you at all and get rid of the barrier, you lose the double attack. So it's not like broken or anything, but it's still really fun and obviously works in the Shen deck. And the fact that he actually tutors you a Shen is really strong as well. Then the other units we run is basically just Fleet Feather Tracker. When you summon another ally, grant it Challenger. This is really good with barriers, then you can kill things for free. And the Shadow Assassin I think is pretty important because demacia decks in general don't really have that much draw, but it also has the bonus effect of being elusive, and so you can do some really cool things we'll get to in a bit. But also I already mentioned the Protector, and it gives things double attack, and so if you have a Shen leveled up and then you barrier the Assassin somehow, it'll go up to 5 attack and have double attack, and so it'll be an elusive like 10 damage. Then the other spells I didn't mention is Sharp Sight and Twin Disciplines. It's very important to have a lot of protection in this deck. Like partly because we need to actually be blocking enemy units a lot of the time, and we don't really want to block with certain things like Shadow Assassin and Zed. So this sometimes allows us to actually block but keep them on the board because we really need units to be able to support for Shen's ability. If you have no other units, you can't grant them barrier, right? So yeah, we got to keep things alive, so it's very important. Then we have Concussive Palm. I guess depending on the meta you could cut this, but I try to always run a couple of these when I'm in Ionia. It gives you a 3-2 unit, as well as stopping one of their units from attacking. Then I run a Deny. I kind of want to up this, but I don't really know what to cut for it. But you gotta run at least one Deny, I feel like. And lastly, we got Dawn and Dusk. So this is sort of like a meme card, but it's really fun in this deck. You summon 2 exact copies of an ally, and they're ephemeral. You need to do this when you either have like mana banked for a Deny, or like protection usually, if you want to be able to actually realistically pull it off. But I honestly get away with this pretty often, like more than I thought I would. So if you copy Zed, you can actually attack with like a board full of Zeds. Or let's say you have a leveled up Shen, and you're copying a barrier unit. Since it copies the barrier, Shen would actually buff it. And the numbers can get really out of hand. But like I was mentioning earlier, pretty hard to pull off, at least for like the really insane things you can do with it. But for the most part, you can easily get away with copying like a Zed or a Shen with like some protection up. And you can actually use an ephemeral Shen to give the real Shen a barrier to keep him safe. And you can end up getting like 3 barriers in one turn, which is usually like an auto level up a Shen, because usually Shen comes down and he gets himself a barrier, and then barriers his supporting unit that turn. So if you can do this next attack, then you insta level him up. And a lot of times, like the last thing you buff will actually get the +3 attack, or even more because you have multiple Shens that are all buffing that unit with their effect. And so if you can end up using like the last Shen to support a Shadow Assassin, or a Zed to like make him and his clone just like insanely huge, it can be really fun. Another thing to mention is that if Shen's leveled up and a Zed's leveled up, something that like might not be super obvious is that if you support the Zed and the Zed's leveled up, it'll make the Zed like 7-3 and have barrier, and then his clone will actually copy the barrier as well. So it'll copy the 7-3 stats and then also copy the barrier. So you end up having a 7-3 Zed attacking, and the clone ends up being 10-3 with a barrier and quick attack. And it has ephemeral, so the quick attack doesn't really matter, but the barrier can sometimes be useful against certain spells. And so another thing we can do on top of that is use these Stand Uniteds, like the Shen champion spell, that can switch 2 different units and grant them barrier. So this deck allows you to go pretty wide with like Dawn and Dusk, or Zed clones. You also have an elusive that can't always be blocked. And so it's pretty likely that we end up having too many units for them to block. Like I mentioned already, just having a leveled up Shen with a leveled up Zed makes a clone that has 10 attack by default, just attacking and supporting the Zed. And so if you have a past unit, like maybe let's say they block both Zed clones, maybe something else, but they don't block Shen because he's only like 4 attack, right? Well, then you can actually use the Shen spell, the Stand United, to like switch the Zed clone with the Shen, and it also gives them barrier again, and Shen will buff it again. So you can end up taking that clone and making it even more attack with like 13 attack, and switching it with the Shen, so now that's the unit that gets passed and hits face. And like, so that's like already 13 damage to face, or switch it with an elusive. And that's not to mention, like, if you have the Sacred Protector down, everything gets double attack. It's kind of awkward because it doesn't actually work with Zed's clone. But again, you can just like buff the crap out of Zed or other things, and then the double attack on top of it can let your units just literally deal like 20 plus damage in one attack. So I wanted to quickly kind of point out some cards you could add to the deck if you wanted to. I think they're a bit less competitive, but they can do some really fun things as well, so I want to throw it out there. You can use Deathmark. It removes an ephemeral from an ally to grant it to an enemy. This is only useful in this deck on Zed. So it's bricked a lot of the time if you don't have Zed, and honestly it's sometimes bricked even if you do have Zed. But a kind of cool thing you can do, Zed actually grants certain things to his clone. I mean, technically I haven't done this in a long time, so maybe I'm wrong. At some point in the last like 2 years maybe they changed it. I remember what used to be able to happen is, let's say you have a leveled up Zed, and you Spirit's Refuge it before you actually attack with the Zed. It gives an ally barrier and lifesteal this round, but it actually grants it to the clone. And so let's say even better, your Shen is leveled up too. Let's say you attack, you support the Zed, it buffs it up to 7, then the clone steals that 7 as its default stats, gets an added 3 on top of it from Shen, and gets quick attack and lifesteal. And so if you use Deathmark on that, like Living Shadow, it'll lose the +3 from the barrier when that goes away, but it'll keep quick attack and lifesteal. And so you'd have a permanent like 7/3 quick attack lifesteal on your board. And so yeah, not super competitive, but pretty fun if you wanted to do that. Then we have Greenglade Caretaker. When an ally gets barrier, you grant it +2 attack. This can actually get big pretty fast, but it only has 2 health, and you're never really going to want to block with this because it has so much attack. And it doesn't actually have any keywords to like let you get that damage in. The only real way to get the damage in would be like doing the switcheroo with like the Shen spell. And so like it'll get really big, and you can swap it with like a Zed clone or like an elusive to like OTK them. But I just felt like competitively, you'd rather have the challenger to actually remove things. But it's definitely worth considering because it can get just so insanely huge. And it would also make a lot more sense to run this card if you're running the next card, which is Ghost. So Ghost, give an ally elusive this round. This is honestly pretty useful, but again, a dead card a lot of the game, so not super competitive. But if your Zed's leveled up and you use a Ghost on it, then the Zed and his clone will be elusive. And again, buffing it with Shen, you can get some like crazy one-shots with that. Then we got this chunky dude I used to run back in the day. When I'm summoned or attacked, you give all allies barrier this round. And so again, this is whenever you attack or it's summoned. So if you play this on 9 and you're attacking, you put a barrier on everything. Everything gets buffed by like +3 because of Shen. It'll immediately level up Shen for the most part if you have him and like a decent board. If you also had a Protector, everything would also be guaranteed double attack. And if you run that Greenglade Caretaker thing I was talking about, it gets +2 attack for every barrier you play. If you had like a wide board, you play this, it would get like +10 attack on top of whatever it already had. And then when you attack it would get all those barriers again, and it would get even more on top of the fact that like Shen's buffing it. This card allows for like your units to get like 30+ attack, or at least some of them, especially like Caretaker, to like almost guarantee OTK them. But yeah, it's just so slow. Like 9 mana is so late into the game, especially because you want a board with it, so you have to like keep your board alive up to turn 9. So it's not super competitive, but this is honestly one of the most fun cards like to put in this deck because of how crazy the numbers can get. So definitely worth considering. Kind of similar to Ghost, you could actually just play a Fey Guide. It actually gives you a body, and instead of just one turn, it actually grants the ally elusive. This can obviously be pretty strong on Zed. It can actually help him level up easier, and then if he is leveled, it also grants elusive to the clone. And it also makes your Dawn and Dusk more powerful because then you're probably going to be copying an elusive unit, and it'll actually steal that keyword as well. Oh, one last tip I wanted to throw out is that let's say your Shen is 4 out of 5, so he's about to level up from the next barrier, and so the 5th one will level him up, but the 6th one will actually grant the bonus 3 attack. If you use his spell, where you grant 2 things barrier and switch them, the way I feel like is intuitive is that the first one you click on you would think is the 5th barrier, and so the second one you click on would be the one getting the +3 attack. It's actually the opposite. So if you're 4 out of 5 and you're giving 2 barriers, it actually gives the +3 attack to the first unit you click on. It's something I had to learn the hard way, and maybe and so you don't have to. And so this video went on way longer than I thought. I mean, I'm gonna cut it down, so I guess I don't know exactly how long it'll be, but it looks like it's longer than normal. And so I appreciate you guys if you guys are still here. And I have one question I actually wanted to ask you guys. I'd really appreciate it if you let me know in the comments what you think about it. But I wanted to ask if you guys care about like some videos having normal games in them. I don't have like infinite time every day, and in ranked, like some of the time these cool combos are just hard to pull off. Like you have to draw the cards, survive till a certain turn, and hope your opponent like can't interact with them, which is very unlikely against good players with good decks. And I also really only enjoy playing ranked, but I wondered how much of you would actually be interested in seeing games at least some of the time that show the crazy potential combos of a deck like this deck could do, even if it isn't that realistic to pull off in ranked games. Some of the really cool combos I want to show are just never really going to happen. Unless I play all day to try to get that one game with the crazy combo. Yeah, I don't really know. I just want to ask you guys' opinion on that. I figured that for a more fun-ish deck like this, you guys wouldn't really care, but I didn't really know for sure. I basically only play ranked, and so I just wanted to ask before I do anything like that. But yeah, anyways, this is one of my favorite like OG decks, and there's so many different ways to build it. Like I tried to show you with all the different cards you could add, and it can do some insane stuff, and maybe you guys will enjoy it as much as I do. But that's it for me. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Maybe even like the video, it really helps me out. And as always, if you want to see me play anything in the near future, you can leave a comment below, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks. Ooh, this is kind of scary. We only run like 1 deny. If this is like more of a thing, I need to change that. I think I'm just gonna keep Zed and keep like a protection for Zed. Okay, we got our champs. We might be able to do some stuff here. Vengeance is scary. I think I'm down to just play this with like impact. Try to get some damage out here.
Nothing escapes my watch.
Oh, that's annoying. I don't really want to let things die for free. This deck like really needs to keep its units alive.
In Avarosa's name.
I can't really get Avalanche either with Zed. I have to play Zed this turn. But honestly, maybe I'd rather play Shen at this point and start getting these barrier stacks going faster. You might Vengeance here. Fine by me. We'll draw another one later. Kinda hope he doesn't, but
I sense an imbalance.
Look out for Reavers. Light the signal
okay.
fires.
He's only so he would have definitely killed my Zed then. Barriers go away before this proc. It's kinda lame. Let's see what you do now, mate. The Zed is gonna level up. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that, bad haram? That's what you're gonna do? Cringe. Oh, he's gonna fucking avalanche my ass. Or Bloody Ravine. No! If I rally, he doesn't get the he doesn't level up. I have to just heal him up right here, right? Okay. Another annoying ass card. If we could deny, okay, if he doesn't have Vengeance here, this is like an insane play. I think we go for this and see what he does. Oh, does that count? Like, do these stack? Like, if I barrier this unit, does it count as a second barrier, or does it, since it's already barrier, does that not work? Please just tap on, just do something. Like, don't do something good. Oh, you fucking cringe lord.
So I go.
Okay, it still counts. I feel like he has Vengeance. Oh, we can't go for Dawn and Dusk. Oh? He freezes it? I think I just go for the level up right here. Because like, he can't stop it. And then when I get another one later, it'll already be leveled up. I won't have to deal with any shenanigans happening. I have no way to barrier him at fast speed. I mean, I guess I could do this, but like, you know.
Enforced equilibrium.
This pushes a lot. It's kind of a lame attack. But at least he's leveled up. Ah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Oh, deny is huge now. Deny is huge. See, I don't really care, right? Go ahead. I kind of want to be able to deny, but I think it's fine. Because he can't, unless he has another, like, third Ravine, he can't do anything about this. And even then, I guess play another Shen. Okay, so he wants to Vengeance that thing. Yeah, maybe I should have kept it for that. But watch this. Okay. Now we do this. This is gonna be epic. Oh wait, do we ever go for this then? I guess isn't this better? Because this summons a bunch of copies and they all start buffing each other and I go super wide. I mean, not that wide, right? It's like one wider. I'll try this. And this is like immediate protection, whereas this can even get countered by like Vile Feast, I guess. Yeah, if we went for this, he could just like Vile Feast or Whale. We'd have to go for the deny on just that. Whereas now it's barriered. And now he immediately has to do something about it. Because we're about to attack. We're about to push, what, 14 with this and 16 with this? Dude, it's Shen. Shen is a beast. What are you gonna do, man? Come on. He only has enough mana for like one play, pretty much, and I have a fucking deny. Yeah, go for the. Oh, if he freezes, it's not even enough. He has to like entomb. And then we hit him with the deny. And now what, son? FF? Let me attack you. Come on, just shout. Let me do the fucking. What is it? 16 plus 14. We would have done 30 damage right there.
Everything as it should.
Oh my god, wait, is Shen actually playable? Ooh, Azir Irelia. I kinda like this unit. Also, maybe I keep deny. That's kinda troll. But like, I'm gonna need to deny something at some point. And this is a good unit to be able to block. Because the thing is that I can block once. Immediately because of barrier.
How'd you do that?
I'm down to just do this because he doesn't want to block this. But yeah, like I can play this and get a barrier to block one thing for free, and then it also has 2 health. Where a lot of my units in my deck only have like 1 health, like this, plus now the barrier card. If I play this, I wonder what he does. Probably just pass. You can't attack with that, but like why? You know what I mean? Now we're gonna try to kill this fucking annoying thing. Okay. That's fine, right? I haven't been drawing my sharp sights and twins. Kinda lame.
I must become the
Okay,
leader.
Irelia. Go ahead and attack Irelia.
2 worlds, 1 balance.
Actually, I'm down to just keep these healthy. That's fine. Actually, what if he has Shapestone? I don't know. It's only 1 damage. I can probably get this more value out of it later.
I sense an imbalance.
I think I want this to die. What I've found from playing this deck is like you need to keep almost all of your units alive. I'm kind of almost down for him to recall that. I could deny it, but I think I'm down to recall that. I mean, let him do that, and then just he probably thinks the attack's over, and he can like go to play this again or something. It's only 1 mana, I guess. We could also deny his denial of this. Okay. Now he played it. He has to defend it again.
I find them unworthy.
You get another barrier. You can't like do any blocks against this.
My honor. Show them no weakness.
Yo, buff this, I guess. I mean, I don't know. That's like kind of a Shen win, like with all the barriers involved, making the his combats like not able to trade. But it's also just kind of like a rally win. Ooh, Zed Hecarim. I'm down to play my own Zed. I mean, and then I want to keep a barrier. Honestly, maybe Golden Aegis is even a keep. I think Rally is pretty powerful. Like we want to go as hard as we can before his like his Hecarim turn. We'll play this, see what he's got going on. He might have his own 1-drop. If not, we get to push the damage. Nice, nice. I guess we'll let him get that attack in. Okay. Maybe he thinks I'm gonna sharp sight him. That's kind of dope.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
He's thinking I could have a buff, like a twin or a sharp.
Only the worthy
I think I only attack with this because he might block this. I could drag it away and guarantee level up Zed, and then I beat like a twin on his part. But I think that I could just get him leveled up regardless. So it's kind of a greedy play. Technically the safe play is just drag it anyways. Like your thing will die for free, kind of lame. But you guarantee level up the Zed. Like whereas if he had twin there, that could have been really bad. I'm not sure if they even run twin at this point though. I thought I had a stun. For some reason I thought I drew stun. I can just play this barrier unit. Then I can also rally this turn. Okay. Pretty sure I just smoked this dude though. Cause he has to. Oh, I guess he'll know though, right? He'll know I'm gonna let him to keep. He might keep some back. So I'll let him go ham this turn. It is what it is. Block the 4-2. Probably take all that because I can't risk him having twin to kill Zed, even though we kind of know he doesn't have twin anymore, right? We could also have Vile Feast though. Yeah, I think we'll play around everything. By just doing this. And now watch this. He could have Vile. I mean, he could still counter this with Vile, I guess. No, he doesn't. Does it have another one? Ah, that's really lame. You always drag this one, I think.
Do not deny me.
You can't just block both of these with the clones. If he wants to block both, he has to block with that one.
No farther.
I think he's dead, actually. Right? Oh, we have deny? Yeah, we won. 100%, right? Yo! That's broken. I need to get some Shen action going though. Some Shen combos. I mean, it's good news though if we can like poop on Hecarim decks, because Hecarim decks are everywhere right now. Okay. Fresh Nasus. That's kind of scary. They can get some big units. Honestly, maybe I'm supposed to keep No, probably not. I was thinking about keeping twin. But like, I don't think they have, actually, yeah, you do actually want protection, right? I mean, luckily I got sharp sight, but I forgot, they might have some, of those challenger units. Like, the things that make things vulnerable, like Merciless Hunter. And you actually need twin to beat Merciless Hunter, so maybe I should, did I have twin in my opening hand? I think I did. I probably should have kept it. So sometimes I keep this. I think I'm going to just barrier it, because I think he has to have like a thing to play this turn, right? It could just be like the prey with the 0-1. Yeah. He just gets he can just block it with that if he wants. Or do I just get the damage and he can't kill my unit? I just think it's very important to keep your units alive in this deck. You don't have like, you have a decent amount of units, but like the deck is like old school. It doesn't have like a lot of draw. Like even his deck, right, will have like 3 glimpses, probably some more draw in the form of what's it called? In the form of like those 4/1, the 4-drop that kills something and then draws 2.
Without a sound.
Like now he's kind of in an awkward spot because now he has to play. Yeah, see that? I'm glad that he attacks first. I think he thought that I didn't want to block because of that. The barrier play. Okay, so I think we can just push some damage.
An apt pupil.
My life for the
He's gonna drag it next turn, which kind of sucks. So if he develops into next turn, we can barrier it, which is very strong. I don't think we're gonna protect that. Kind of sucks that he gets to use it as a blocker though now. But he gets to do that regardless of whether I keep that alive or not. See, I'm kind of hoping that he develops so I can barrier this. If not, then it just dies. Nice.
I've got your back.
What do you want to do now? Like, I love barriers, it's so strong. Like I'm honestly down to do this block. If he does any shenanigans, I just play another Zed. What was that attack? Did you think maybe he thought I would not block it because I'd be afraid of like Biofeast or something? That's possible. I think now I just go like this.
Protect and strike.
If I can level up this Zed, it'd be very big. I don't want to go for like a Dawn Dusk. It's kind of bad right here, but also like it's pretty. You can vengeance it. Okay, he's leveling it. He's letting it level up and killing both these units. Oh my god, so good. I mean, he's getting slays.
My skill is unrivaled.
But I think that's good for us that we have Zed leveled up now. Because now if we can get like the Shen boat card, he can get like double attack and give the other. Oh, the clone can't get double attack, I guess, huh? Yeah, that's kind of awkward. Damn, I can't really rally because there's so many little things.
My life for the order.
Card's pretty sick. Back then I could also drain. Okay. Well, we can survive with Twin. Oh wait, that's really good. I think now that we just rally then, right? No, man. That's so annoying. Whatever. He just drew that as well. So he didn't have that before. I think it was an okay play. He is drawing 2 cards. But I don't think it's that bad. I kind of want to save it for like a Dawn and Dusk potentially as well. On top of it. Like both in one turn type of thing. Which I could do on this turn if I didn't do that technically. But I think I need to protect this anyways. I have a Concussive Palm now, which is kind of better.
We enter an age of men and gods.
I'm down to just protect this. And his attack sucks.
Judgment awaits.
Really? Yeah, what?
I am a true master.
Okay. Weird. think he has like vengeance. You could have like right of negation, right? Let's go for it. Fuck it. See what happens. Nice. Let's go. Triple ninja board. Imagine this was the old twin where I can give it +3. Come on, you use so many little token cards. Come on. Bruh, no. No. Oh, you know what? I should have buffed it before I cloned. I forgot. It's not gonna clone all of them. Damn, I should have buffed it before I cloned. I just really didn't think it worked though, so pre-buffing seems kind of troll. Maybe I just go for like this the stun then now. Doesn't have one blocker.
Through death, we grow in power.
So he killed the real one,
The order.
but he can't block. And now we go like this is 8 things.
They cannot hide.
A lot of damage. Let's go. So many fucking ninjas. Yeah, technically, we could have twinned before the clone, and then you have like 6 times 6, a board of 6x6, which would be nuts. But yeah, I think it's too risky there. Oh, Lurk. I actually wanted to try this deck versus Lurk. I think the barriers are going to be pretty strong. Also Zed might be okay. Like the problem is that they have like Pike spell is really bad for us, I think, and the vulnerable can be kind of annoying, but we'll see. Don't give a miss Lurk. I miss Lurk. They never miss Lurk. Can you explain it? Because I'm against this deck, I think I have to play this Brightstone Protector.
You're covered.
Sucks to waste the barrier, but you can't just let him go too crazy. I think we actually don't do that because next turn, if he develops, which he probably will, it might be better to we can either block that if he open attacks and we get the better trade, or we can actually barrier because he has to develop, right? Or he has to attack. So therefore, he might only. Oh man, the old Brightstone would have been so good here. To be able to trade with the 4/3. Oh my god, the nerf is fucked up, man. What did Brightstone do? This is not okay. This is not okay. I kind of want to see what he does. Okay. He is turbo lurking.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
Maybe it was honestly play this last turn and then Shen this turn.
They follow the wrong master.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Shen would allow us to attack and kill something for free with that unit.
My skill.
Oh, but getting Zed leveled up is huge. Now we just need to start getting our Shen leveled up. But playing Shen on defense is also really strong. Because again, like these barriers are probably really annoying for Lurk because they have to attack. Like he has to sack a unit here. At least one.
And only one of us pursues it.
Like his attack is so bad. I kill that thing for free with Shen. I can block the 5/2 with my 2/1. He can't attack with that because I can just like trade with Zed straight up. It's so bad for him. It's too lit. What kind of sucks is that next turn I can't go for Dawn Dust because he could have Pike, and I haven't been tracking his hand. Oh, he still goes for it. Yo. What a beast.
No dispute.
What a beast.
My duty's done.
Okay, perfect.
I find them unworthy.
You know we can actually heal twice because of this? Like, it's so good. But he probably tries to trade the 5-2 into the Shen. Then we're gonna twin. Okay.
My father's blade.
We can't rally after, which sucks, but he doesn't kill our Shen. We don't die here. We're not dying yet. He hasn't got any damage because of the barrier. Still at 0 out of 15. Hope he doesn't have another pike for like Bone Skewer or something. Because our next rally is gonna be nuts. Because we rally up, level up Shen, it's gonna buff this to 7, and the next one's gonna be 10. So we're gonna have a huge attack next turn. And he's running out of cards. We can also do like the duplication on Shen, and then you Shen support the Shen, which supports the other Shen, which supports the Zed, and then you end up with like a fucking board of 50 damage. He kind of is pressured to open attack right here because of all the barriers in our deck. You know what's weird? It actually might be correct. Okay, he can't do it. So the problem is if we go for a rally right here and like Golden Aegis this, it's pretty good. It's better, right? But then he has like a Bone Skewer, then he can stop this from leveling up, which would be very annoying. Ah, fuck it. Let's go for the better play. Because I want to be able to actually kill Pike if he attacks. If he has Bone Skewer here, it's really bad. He does have it. That's one of his cards, man. Yeah, we could have guaranteed Pike level up with this. But then, like, he can attack us with Pike. Oh, but this is kind of fine. Let's just do it. Let's just do the Kagi Bunshin. Let's go. Let's go. Oh.
Only the worthy survive.
Let's fucking go. Lurk got shit on. What are you gonna do for 1 mana? Fuck you, Lurk. Infinite Zeds. Man, this deck is like...
None escape.
I mean, I don't know. I've been technically winning a lot today. But I'm not very confident playing it, but it's really fucking fun. Another Lurk gamer. Easy. Easy money. Twin can be good at the start, and it's actually pretty good to protect against early vulnerables and like Pike maybe. I'm kinda down since I already have a Zed and a Blast Cone. Also kinda good that we attack on turn 1. This is actually pretty good because we can like Homecoming something. Like a Rek'Sai later. Damn it, I was gonna say miss Lurk, but he can't miss now. He's doing whatever the fuck that is. That means it's probably a Rek'Sai, I assume? If it's not, then that means it's a Pike, and that's very bad. That is very bad indeed. Think he ever goes to kill this Zed? With his Pike he just got?
I am the blade in the darkness.
He can't right now, right? Let's go!
I am
Let's go! Finally they missed Lurk.
They follow the wrong master.
Now what? Oh, and he lets it level up. Oh my god.
Only the worthy survive.
Oh man, Lurk is so good. I mean, Lurk is so like bad against my deck, I'm pretty sure. I mean, to be fair, I could have always like just sharp-sided that and did the same play. Because it kind of makes sense not blocking that because you know I won't want to block you and you think you can race me. But it's not good because when you develop, I'm going to play a barrier. Nice. Now what?
I've got your back.
He has to attack. You have to attack.
Quick
Ah,
hands make
of
quick work.
course. He's gonna attack with that thing. Okay. You have to attack. So kill one of your units. You could play this and just send that in, I guess. That's one of the benefits of Waking Sands. There you go. Fair enough. Oh, Rek'Sai? Do I care enough to block that? With this? But then I can't twin next turn to beat like a Pike. What is Pike at now? 1? So he's gonna be at 1 plus 3, he's gonna be at 4. So I can actually beat it with twin, but I can't beat it with sharp. I think I don't twin. I could sharp this thing, right? I'm actually down for that.
I'll stop you.
Yeah, because then now I get to do a really good attack. Because he can't play this next turn. So unless he has like Bone Skewer here, we just like win the game, I think. Let's go. He probably has a Pike. But he thinks he's fine.
Suffer long.
Let's go. Hello. Hello, Pike. Look what we have. Huh?
Cut the breath from them. Break the boats. I'll drag them under.
Ah, he can technically not block with Pike here. That kind of is annoying.
Do not deny me.
Damn. Please don't have a Bone Skewer another Pike. Let's go. Yeah, see, he wants to play this. The problem with playing that is it might seem like the right play, but now when I open attack here, he has to block with two things,
The wrong master.
and he doesn't get to get off my barrier. So he's forced to double block, right? And then now his Pike still can't attack me.
I smell panic.
Oh my god, I love barriers against Lurk. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess I just play this, just an extra threat. And another rally. That's just mean. We also could just play the barrier unit and then the double attack unit. Damn, does this like shit on Lurk like bad? Both times I've played it, it's felt so easy. Annie Jhin. See what we can do. Kinda scared, my hand's kinda poo-poo. Oh, maybe these are good actually. I don't really need both of them. Maybe we will actually. Guess we'll see. Okay, Zed's, I like the Zed as well. Damn, Hecarim's lit.
Come out, wherever you are.
2 free damage. It's too easy. Okay. You don't go too crazy this turn, please.
When my song ends, men die.
Okay. Got 4 damage in, kinda scared.
The way is new.
We're gonna be able to drag Annie. And hopefully it doesn't fervor Annie into my Zed, honestly. That'd be kinda lame.
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
Just please don't. Just race me down. Just race me. You don't need to. No. Just no. Thank you.
Where's my axe?
Only the worthy survive.
Look at this. Free Zed level up. And now because our Zed's leveled up, he copies keywords. Now when we put the lifesteal on it, it's going to double lifesteal. It's going to be too lit. And now you can't even block with like Jhin or anything. It is too lit. Oh, that's kind of scary. Honestly, maybe I have to Spirit Refuge on defense just to like block a Jhin.
No one's the wiser.
Ooh. Go. You gotta attack. What do we do? We blocked the 2-1 with this. Block this, block this. Getting rid of the lifesteal one might be a bit better. We take 1 extra damage, but we just heal back next turn anyways. If I leave this like open again, it'll just get more overwhelm damage later. Whereas this won't be. I can block this later. I think that's correct. Oh, this is so good. Is this just an FF right here? Oh, that gotta feel so bad as an aggro player. Oh no. Oh. And I didn't realize we actually just killed him there too.